Brexit D3adlocked again. British Parliament fails to find an alternative. Video by Fox News. London. Reuters. Britain was no nearer to resolving the chaos surrounding its departure from the European Union after Parliament failed on Monday to find a majority of its own for any alternative to Prime Minister Theresa May's divorce deal. After a tumultuous week in which May's divorce strategy was rejected by lawmakers for a third time, despite her offer to quit if it passed, the future direction of Brexit remains mired in confusion. In a bid to break the impasse, lawmakers on Monday voted on 4 last-minute alternative Brexit options for what is the United Kingdom's most far-reaching policy change since World War II. All were defeated. The option that came closest to getting a majority was a proposal to keep Britain in a customs union with the EU, which was defeated by 3 votes. A proposal for a confirmatory referendum on any deal got the most votes, but was defeated by 290 to 280. Brexit Minister Stephen Barclay said after the results were announced that the default position was still that Britain would leave the EU on April 12 without a deal, the nightmare scenario for many international businesses. He hinted that May could put her deal to a 4th vote this week in the hope of securing an orderly exit before European elections are held from May 23 onwards. If sterling falls. Sterling fell almost 1% to $1.3048, after the vote results were read out by the Speaker, John Bercow, to stand around 0.5% lower on the day. Last Friday, the third defeat of May's own withdrawal agreement left one of the weakest British leaders in a generation facing a spiraling crisis over Brexit. Her government and her Conservative Party, which has been trying to contain a schism over Europe for 30 years, are now riven between those who are demanding that May pilot a decisive break with the bloc and those demanding that she rule out such an outcome. If May were to throw her weight behind either camp, she would risk tearing her party apart and bringing down the government. Some Conservative Britain had been due to leave the EU on March 29, but the political deadlock in London forced May to ask the bloc for a delay. As things stand, writing by Guy Falconbridge, Elizabeth Piper, and Michael Holden. Editing by Kevin.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up